Yeah, I mean, you got to give them some credit too. We try to build a mentality in some of those short yardage plays that's Oklahoma State time, and people know that we might run it. We're still going to be able to get an inch and a yard. And I would guess after I had a good vantage point from the booth after watching a few of the replays, and we're getting knocked back a little bit. So we got to study it, and but I think all the guys, all the players, all the coaches are going to want to see us come off the ball and knock some people back because we do so many good things in the run game. We should be good. Even when people know that we're going to run it.
Sean, you're getting knocked back a little bit, you said. Was the quarterback sneak in the arsenal tonight?
Absolutely, yeah. Always is, yeah. Always is. We just we got a pretty good guy at tailback, so I want to give him the ball. And it was a hard-fought game, and I think I don't want to take anything away. I know we're all going to be sour about a few plays, but I don't want to take anything away, A, from Texas and B, from our guys, especially the young quarterback. I mean, you watch that scramble at the end of the game, that kid is playing really, really hard. So we got a lot of good things going forward. We just got to clean a few things up because it was only, I'm sure you guys were watching the same game I did. It was 1 or 2 plays, and it might have been a different story if we punch a couple of those touchdowns in.
I got to do better for this team. I got to do better for everybody. So if anybody wants to point fingers, you can point them on me. So it's all right. We lost. They had a great game. So we're going to go into tomorrow with the corrections, and we're going to get ready for next week. And we're going to build off of this as a team. It's kind of we can look at this a positive way. How are we going to come back? How are we going to respond? So I'm ready to respond next week.
How tough is it to you by
it's not that they made it tough. They just made it to where we can't go to them. So we came with a different game plan, and it worked. And we just got to keep executing and work as a team and get better.
How frustrating is it to consistently kind of get in the red zone, get close to the goal line, and not be able to move forward?
There's no frustration. Like I said before, we just got to work as a team, execute, and we'll be good. I mean, we're a great team. We just fought and battled to the fourth quarter with a great team. So props to them for a great game. And let's work with it and work at it, and we'll get better, and we'll be back next week.
Do you feel like you grew and progressed a little bit? Because Coach Gundy said you were less frustrated this week from what you were at Tulsa, and that you were really calm going into this game.
Yeah, I knew I had. This is a great environment. This is a great place to play at, and it was amazing, and it was a great experience for me to kind of play in this kind of fan base. Everybody's cheering for them basically, and only got a few people for us, but I think we played great. So all fingers point at me, and I'll be better for this team next week.
Did you feel like you took a step forward in just how you led this team when you guys were fighting the whole game and kind of going uphill and never giving up and leading them to one possession down the field?
I mean, I might have, I might not, but I know I got to get better, and I got to be a better leader for this team, and I think we'll be good. We had a great game today. We fought well, and we worked together, and we just got to fix some little things, and we'll be right back next week.
You're going up against K-State next year. What are some of the things that you think you may want to improve from your first match?
Like I said last week, I got to connect on even more passes. My goal is 100%, and I'm not going to settle for less. Our coaches set up a great game plan, and we're going to fight hard, and we're going to work as a team and execute it.
You never really see that from one of the freshman quarterbacks saying, I want to get 100% of the passing. What do you think that's the leadership on the team?
That's just me trying to be the best I can for this team. So whatever I can do to help this team, that's what I'm going to do.
Gundy talked a lot about the missed opportunities, the field goals, the 4th and short, stuff like that. How much did you want to stay out there for those field goals? How much did you want to carry it on 4th and short maybe?
I always do, but I'm a team player. I'm a selfless player, and I'm going to do what I can for this team. So whatever he thinks is best is what he thinks is best. I'm just a freshman playing ball.
It also helps that you've got the leading rusher in the nation behind you. I mean, I guess that's an incentive to hand the football off, right?
Always. I love that guy. That's my brother, and I'd do anything for him.
Texas really stonewalled Chuba pretty good tonight. I think he had 37 carries, 110 yards or so. How much does that limit your offense when he's not able to break free?
It doesn't limit anything. We're going to come out, we're going to play, and we got a game plan that just doesn't go to, like, our game plan isn't just around Tylan. We have a whole team to work with. Tylan's one of our greatest players.
I'm talking about Hubbard also. Chuba, 37 carries, 110 or 12 yards.
I could really care less. He fought hard, and if you want to point fingers at somebody, you point fingers at me.
Well, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm saying when you guys can't run the ball, you're such a good running team. When you can't run, it seems to limit your offense. How much did that limit it tonight?
Like I said before, it didn't limit anything. We just got to execute as a team. So that's all I have to say about that.
The second pick, you got hit while you were throwing. Was that going to Tylan down the sideline or Dylan?
The second one where I got hit?
Yeah.
I was going to Tylan on it in. They were running a cover 2 hole. It was wide open. So defense player made a great play.
On the first one, did that just sail on him?
The first pick? Oh, yeah, the first pick I tried to put it over a linebacker, but tall enough to where Jelani could grab it. But it's my mistake, and I'll get better next week, and it won't happen again.
After you got hit on that second pick, you were kind of moving your arm around, and you got landed on a couple times, hit pretty hard. Did you get nicked up at all, or are you feeling good?
I'm good. Got to shake it off and move on to the next play.
Can you describe the level of play that Texas presented in terms of stepping up from what you guys faced in the non-conference?
It was a great exhibition for us. I feel like we fought hard as a team, and we got to get better, and I got to get better, and we're all going to take a step forward from this and execute.
Would you say they're tougher than what you faced in the non-conference, though?
Yes, that's probably the toughest team we played so far, and so props to them on the other side of the ball. They had a great game, so we're going to let this one go, and we're going to come back next week.
Coach Gunny alluded to the fact that you're being double-teamed over the top. What did you see out of the Texas defense, and why was it so difficult for you to be able to get the ball?
For sure, they were clouding to my side. I think it was all over the board. They kind of had like a 3-cloud kind of look, so they had a corner and then a safety over the top. So that's kind of tough to get deep balls completed when they do that. But like I said, we got to be able to adjust to that and be able to make the right play calls for that.
That's pretty common coverage for you, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. But like I said, you got to be able to come out and still play football. Not everybody's going to play man coverage, so you got to be able to come out and adjust to it.
Compared to your first 3 games, how good was Texas' defense tonight?
They're pretty good. I gave them credit. They went out there and did their thing. They were physical. Went out there and they played good football. But we got to come back and regroup and get better.
Is it surprising that putting a safety over the top on you still had trouble running the ball? Usually when teams do that, that opens the running lanes.
For sure, yeah. Things like that. When they do something like that, we definitely got to be more efficient when we run the ball. But definitely we got some pass play calls called in there too that we got to be able to come and correct and make sure we complete those for sure.
How frustrating is it when you guys continually are getting into the red zone but not getting touchdowns for sure, or even points in some instances?
Yeah, for sure it gets frustrating at times, but you just got to go out there and play. As an offense, we got to come together, regroup, and know that when we get into situations like that, we got to be able to punch it in. That we've traveled the whole distance of the field just to not get it in, so we definitely got to adjust to that and make sure we punch that in.
Do you think that Spencer took a step up in his game and just leading this team and never giving up and getting it close at the end?
Yeah, for sure. I was real happy the way he handled himself, really, just coming into a place like Texas. It's not an easy place to play, so I was real happy the way he handled himself and the way he went out there and just kind of stayed calm and made plays.
How much they were trying to limit you, how big was it to see a couple of the other guys like Wolf and Johnson come up with some big pass catches as well? Oh,
yeah, for sure. Just watching those guys kind of step up in the pass game, I was real happy for them. Just to go out there and show everybody what they can do for sure. I was real happy for them to step up.
Chuba, how frustrating was it? You guys kept getting in that red zone and just couldn't punch it in several times there.
Obviously, that's frustrating. They're a great team. They did a great job. That's on me. I just got to do a better job, fighting for those yards. It was there, so that's something I got to work on, and we'll be back. So we'll be back.
How frustrating you weren't able to kind of break off one of those big ones that you have in every other game so far?
That's just football sometimes. They're a great defense. They did a great job, stopping the run and stuff like that. Sometimes you just got to, ground and pound it. Obviously, I just feel like I got to do a better job. So.
On Tuesday, you talked about Spencer's leadership going to his game. What type of leadership did you see him on the field with your teammates?
He's relentless. I feel like, we played a great game. Obviously, we had some mistakes. They were a great opponent. Spencer played his heart out, and I respect him 100% for that. Like I said, I feel like everyone did their part. I just feel like I didn't step up, when I should have. So.